as a player, part of me wants to go to Leon, but that's not what. I don't think it's the best way of doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm leaning more towards going after Dwarf, but yeah, I'll have an answer for you before this weekend at least.
I mean, I'm going to be debating more in chat with people.
Yeah.
Trying.
Might want to chatter a bit as well, along with continuing to solidify what it is that you want to do with this campaign in response to all of the text and contribution that Sheep has made in the group chat.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, figure it out.
Yep. Trying to.
We can't go anywhere if you don't know where it is that you want to go.
Well, obviously stopping the age from ending and stopping the Lich King is the priority to me, but
how do you go about doing that?
Exactly.
Like,
And
all of our
that is
paths
the
here
more
technically,
interesting question.
like, all of our paths here technically lead to the same end, but which path do you pursue?
Indeed. And that is the more interesting question. What do we actually do to reach those goals?
Because, we can try kidnapping Leon and see what happens there. Something tells me that's not going to work properly.
It might not. And in any case, that other guy that's going there might succeed without us. We don't know.
The High Observer certainly, might be able to succeed. As he will reveal, and he'll reveal if asked again, his goal is to specifically go there for Leon. He has experience with Leon, some past familiarity. He wants Leon. He thinks that he can flip him, and that he will have some great insight upon doing so about the inner mechanisms. He doesn't think that Leon is the linchpin for stopping the whole white thing. The High Observer thinks that boat sailed, and you'd have to go to Necropolis to deal with that, which he's not.
There we go. Well, there we go.
But he might have some useful information.
Yes, he might have critical information about weaknesses and stuff that could lead to being able to do better things against the Lich Prince and against the White. After all, apparently Leon was involved in unraveling the White from its shackles all the way up in Moonwreck.
Yeah.
Which is why the High Observer wants to try. That, and the High Observer does not eminently hate Leon.
Alright.
Pleasant surprise.
So, in that case, if he actually does succeed, there would be no point in us going there rather than getting the Orb of Storms.
Which we can't guarantee we would do because he's going to be grabbing Leon and leaving.
Yes. So that we'll have to do by ourselves, basically.
Yes, the Elf Queen is offering, no support on that front, other than, the items offered. And just, a suggestion for how you could get the Orb of Storms, which is go fight an Elder Naga, defeat it, learn about, the location of, Prince Zarza's phylactery, find a way to gain control of the factory, and then barter for the Orb of Storms.
Which is a really long and complicated process.
Yeah, and that is something we can do at a later point.
Yes, it's in theory.
And you'd still have to give the Orb of Storms to the Elf Queen in that case.
Yes.
Yeah, but, that's fine. We don't really want it for ourselves.
Yeah,
we'll have to give it to someone anyway.
That's true enough.
Maybe.
It would be better to give it to Axis or something so that they would get a better harvest, but...
You have a ritual caster in the group.
Yes.
Because... one idea is the fact that potentially helping the Elf Queen means she might decide to help the Empire more, which...
Yeah.
Has there something there.
Of course. But yeah, I think my vote is for going after Dwarf.
Of course, escorting Teraptus would, Sheep had talked quite a bit about, finding a way into the Druidic Conclave and, befriending the Druids, and this was pretty much your straight shot into the Druidic Conclave.
It did so.
There's that. Of course, there's the Leon thing. The Emperor noted that you can get that the contract that has one service remaining on it, which would have the High Druid, whoever the current High Druid is, get in line.
Yeah.
So, if the High Druid were to suddenly fucking, keel over of a heart attack, there's a new High Druid, that would still compel the current High Druid.
Yeah. I don't imagine we can catch up to Raptors because he's probably gonna teleport like straight to Santa Clara probably.
That would be it, yes. He would teleport straight to Newport because he knows that better, or Santa Clara. Most likely Newport, though. He'd go back to the Arcane College, and then with his entourage, and then head down south.
Yeah, so we can't really do Dwayne first and then catch up to him.
Let's see, we got... the objectives I see in mind... for my idea of trying to unify was essentially these 3 objectives.
And then, of course, there's also the Marshal, like Helen Rikus, which didn't have any immediate time limit, other than to say that the Scion of the Great Goldworm is out there on the seawall, and if you could get him to leave the seawall and go into the abyss, and you go in there yourselves, you could relieve the Great Goldworm, and it could go do shit.
Yes. Yeah. Which is part of my big unification idea here of the fact that, okay, we get also the Great Gold Worm to give a lending hand. And we've just now got the Great Gold Worm, the High Druid, the Elf Queen, the Emperor, and the Archmage all beating down on them.
Sure, but...
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, we'll have to get the Great Gold Worm though when the rest is sort of ready to act, because we don't know how long we can spend down there.
That is true. That is true. But the point stands is, as far as objectives go...
And also, you guys being down there would prohibit you from being able to, do other things, which might not inherently be a bad thing. It's just that your climatic shit would be in the abyss.
I mean, we have to hold them off long enough that they can succeed. We're holding off holding off the entire damn abyss.
You know, the Great Goldworm's been down there for a while, and even he lets demons through, and he's big.
We're doing the job of an icon. If that's not epic, what is?
Yeah. Are there paladins and stuff down there helping him though?
No, that's the Great Goldworm. Paladins might go visit, and if they're epic tier, try and seek counsel and advice. But that's the Great Goldworm. He does that, and he pretty much flings paladins out. Go do something more meaningful. It's whenever they try to
what are you doing here?
It's when you try to when the paladins try to go rebuild the Golden Citadel. He's like, the fuck are you doing? Quit fucking mourning over that shit. Go do something more meaningful, you twat. They're like, oh, okay, fine. Just trying to be like a good guy paladin, but you're not fucking helping.
We're going to be doing an icon's job.
Yeah.
You realize how big of a damn deal that is.
Pretty big.
Which is why it would be the entire party, plus Thomas, plus a company of paladins, and that would pretty much be tantamount to anyone who goes on that would sorely recognize they're most likely not coming back alive. The goal then would to just be not have your soul ripped apart by demons.
Yeah. I do not want to fight demons again.
The point is, one, they're one of the strongest enemies in the game.
Yeah.
True story.
They are. Yeah.
Which also makes it even more dramatic.
It's also a massive chasm.
Yep.
There's a strong reason why the Goldworm isn't called the fun-sized Goldworm, right? the Snickers bar, the fun-sized thing, little candies.
The portable Goldworm.
The carry case, the Goldworm.
Oh well, I think I'm going to sleep now, but...
Alright, Goger.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, at some point.
Okay.
But as it stands, my vote is for going after Dwarf.
Alright, look forward to any continued insight you put in the group chat.
Alright. Until next time.
Alright.
Hi, Grim. Hi, Sheep.
Well, good. Sheep. I imagined for a few seconds that when Exilia, the smoke apparition dream nightmare, laughed in Sheep's face, Sheep's be like, I'm just fucking German suplex, Grimmage.
I should have had my webcam on for that, I think.
You son of a bitch! Nope. Hey, on the right side, you had a special interaction in there that no one else did.
I did.
Yep. It's because it's totally not like you have a complicated relationship with the Archmage or anything.
I mean, maybe that would be something to spend my 5 year on. I'm still not sure if that was just a random vision or whatever, or something that was deliberately sent.
Would Aurelia actually want to know the answer to that question?
I think so, yeah.
I came with the fun idea that Aurelia is actually in the city right now.
Because if someone deliberately sent that to piss off Aurelia, they have succeeded, and they are. If she gets her hands on them, that's going to be messy.
All right.
My idea was just the city had Auxilia's here. Tell Aurelia. Aurelia.
What if it was the city itself? What if it was the Archmage? What if it was superior to Raptus?
Knowing is better than not knowing.
Is it? There's a reason why forbidden lores often result in sanity loss.
But Aurelia, in her entire time in the Black Fang, was under the impression that whatever she didn't know, she probably didn't have to know. But that changed drastically. She wants to know. Okay. She wants to know everything.
Seems like a lust for knowledge there.
That's the only way to make informed decisions.
Is it? But can't you have an information overload where you're spending too much time trying to parse info instead of making a decision? It sounds highly bureaucratic to just keep on accumulating information.
Does it, though? Information is good. There's no such thing as bad information.
Okay. If that's what Aurelia believes, then, I'll let you know in a few days.
Okay.
If that's what you'll want to try and spend your, icon relationship die on.
I think that's a good usage of that.
Now, how would Aurelia try and go about getting that information? How would she try and utilize the expenditure of that icon relationship die?
I'll probably just walk up and ask the Raptors, really.
Confronting him.
Yeah, confronting him, essentially. He has done some questionable shit to Aurelia.
And when he says, I did it, what do?
I walk away and think about my life.
When he says, Horizon did it. Or, I've never heard of that happening before in all of the time I've lived in Horizon before I went to Newport. What could it mean? That's why you're asking me.
Exactly.
What could it mean? Alright. I'll think of a way through which Aurelia may get the information, and I'll convey it through that prism.
Well, I'm going to head off then.
Alright, Sheep.
I'll see you some other day.
Alright, Sheep.
Bye.
Bye. Well, Dirk.
Oh, that was a thing.
Those losers are gone, right?
I really enjoyed the session, actually.
Good. What about it caught your eye and fascinated you?
The fact that I think partially and I kind of mentioned in a bit of the chat thing of kind of scaling down them for a moment of just, these are our characters. These are who we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, the grand scale's fine and all, but we're still people. We're individuals. We might have armies behind us, but we're individuals still.
You most certainly are. And in our constant travel time of weeks and months or whatever, we really hadn't focused on who the individuals were and how they grew. Which was something that I noted in the group chat, and something that I decided that I would be changing for this session.
And I liked it quite a bit. And then my debate with Manaki, which is actually quite amusing. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Knowing your personality as well, Dark, I thought it was pretty good. That Jasmine stuck to her 4 icon relationship dice with the Emperor.
Pretty big guns to be sticking with,